Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is August 13th, 2025. I'm here for my Wordle and Quordle of the day and to talk about my garden. And I know this looks like a repeat, and it is just for a moment, for a very specific reason. First, I never told you why I'm growing butterfly peas, except for the fact that they make a beautiful blue flower. And yes, they do make pods, and you can eat those pods, but before pods ever develop, I have been harvesting these petals and I'm drying them out because there's this cool blue tea you can make with these petals, and then if you put a little bit of lemon juice in, it changes the color of the liquid. So I'm having fun experimenting with all that. I only have 3 blossoms so far, and they dry up, they shrivel up into tiny little things. So I don't know how much tea I'll be able to produce, but it's a fun thing. Anyway, so I told you that I grew these specifically because they were supposed to have been blue, and that didn't really turn out for me. But serendipitously, I have some volunteers in my yard that are just the right shade of blue for my mother-in-law to enjoy. Not only that, but she'll be able to see them from the car when we drive in, because these are in that area that floods by the garage. And I guess these things love it. These are Asiatic dayflowers. And true to their name, the blossoms only stay around for about a day and then they're done. But they have volunteered in this area that I didn't think anything would grow, that's just all full of mulch. And yeah, they look a little bit ragged, but again, they just get dumped on when it rains. And yeah, they have volunteered, and they're supposed to be Asiatic, and they're supposed to be annuals, so obviously they must self-seed. And no one I know planted them, so somehow they got there, maybe volunteered from the neighbors. But I think that's wonderful, and I hope that they're around in a few weeks when she comes to visit. Anyway, big difference though in that coloring, right? That's the blue I was looking for. So I'm going to use the word lucky as my inspiration word for the day, because sometimes we have things just volunteer in our garden, and serendipity did not fit in there. So let's see what we can do with this. Ah, and that's pretty lucky to pick up a K. That's kind of nice. As a matter of fact, what if I ignore the K for now and focus on the common letters? We know there's not a CK. That's kind of interesting. I have the feeling K is so unique that once we figure out what the other letters are, we'll know exactly where to put that K. So let's see, if we've got R, S, T, N, E, we've got the word stern right away. We could also try A, I, O. We've already tried the Y. Let's just do stern. It gives us all of these common letters, and it helps us avoid trying to stick the K in every single place. Fingers crossed. Maybe we'll be lucky. Ooh, we picked up 2. Oh, and it can't be E-R-K. Oh, it could be K-E-R. It could be like Baker. We haven't used the A yet. Biker. Maker. Poker. Oh my goodness, it could be too many things. Oh no. We're gonna have to pull out as many, oh gosh, as many of these consonants as we can. So M, B, maybe an I, an O. I want to do Dumbo. That would be another consonant. I wish Dimbo were a word. You know me, gotta try everything. It's like Dumbo's cousin, Dimbo. Oh my goodness, it's a word! How does... Oh no! We didn't get any consonants. How in the world is dimbo a word? Ya dimbo? Ya gimboid? What in the world? Dimbo? I don't believe that. I don't believe I tried it, and I don't believe it worked. Oh no. We can't have I-K-E-R. Is it? Oh no. What in the world? I am so confused. So we have an I, but it's not there where I think it should go. It's in one of these spots. We have an E, and I didn't bother trying to do the K-E-R because I made assumptions I shouldn't have made. That can go here. It could still be an I, an E-R. Well, maybe it's K-I-E-R. Hold on. The K could go here, 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 or here. And the R here, 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 or here. Okay, so what if it is an E-R? What if it's a K? We can't do the I there. It's not Icker. Which Icker or Icor is not really spelled that way anyway. It's not Inker. It's not anything I know. So what if... What if it's a K-I-E-R? Ickier. Skier. No. Oh man, that would have worked. But it's not skier, so I guess I'm glad we got rid of that. Okay, so we tried that I there. We tried it there. What if we take out the E and we try it here? With a K? That would probably put the E here. Oh, I think I see it. Oh, I think I see it. I don't think the K goes there. I think the K goes here. Kefir. It's yogurt, isn't it? Oh, I have to try that now. That places or attempts to place 4 out of 5 letters. All 4 letters that we need to place. It introduces a new letter. I don't have a whole lot of time, so if it's not kefir, I don't know what it is. But at least I found something it could be. Man, that could have been tragic. I'm going to try it. Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh, that's a tricky one. Starting with a K, I-R at the end. Oh, man. It wasn't my E-R, but I'm kind of glad I didn't know that right away. That might have put me into a tailspin. And I just cannot believe Dimbo. I would have been better off if Dimbo hadn't been a word, because I don't think I would have tried Dumbo at that point since I'd already excluded the U. And nothing in the word Dimbo worked except the I. Although, I don't know, if I had tried anything else, I probably wouldn't have thrown an F in there. Oh my. Although maybe I would have, because faker could have been a word. Yeah, okay. On these really tumultuous ones, I usually forget I've got a quirtle to do. I almost forgot. So now we're going to look at the quirtle. I'm going to put in fishy, budge, clown, tramp, and I'm going to come over here, album. A-L-B-U-M. A could go here, L. B could go here, U could go here, M could go here. The B isn't there, so I think that makes perfect sense. Album. A. Oh, there's a lot of vowels. Allium. That's how we pronounce alien in our household. A. Not an M, not an E. So Milai. Limai. Imali. Email. E-M. E could go there, M could go there, A, I could go there, L could go there. Well, I was coming up with some fancy words that sounded cooler than that. They weren't correct. This wants to be chrome, but it's not because the C doesn't work. I'm going to come over to here. Cacti. C-A-C-T-I. That's what it looks like to me. A could go here, C could go here, T could go here, I could go here. We don't have a fifth letter, so it makes sense that it would be that. And speaking of not a fifth letter, no wait, oh, Homer. Oh, we do have a fifth letter. Homer. H-O-M-E-R. Homer. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. All right. That is it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And look at those beautiful flowers. I think they're pretty. See you next time.